Hello, and welcome back to ITSC 1316 Linux Installation and Configuration. In this video, we will go over how to edit and create a text file. First, we will go over how to use some various text editors and the commands you can use, and then we will learn how to open, edit, and save a text file. We'll be looking at how to use Vim, Nano, and a GUI text editor called gedit. Let's start with Vim. You should have already read about Vim in your textbook, but we will briefly look at the commands you can use. If you want extra practice with Vim, I will post some links. There can be cases when working in the real world where you don't have access to a GUI or have an installation that doesn't have Nano, so knowing the basics of Vim can be very useful. The most important command here is the I and escape, which switches you between modes in Vim. You can only type into the document in insert mode, and you can only do commands in command mode. That may sound obvious, but you always need to pay attention to what mode you're in, or your typing can do some crazy things. There is also a third mode called visual mode, which you use to select text with the cursor. Remember, you can go from insert to command and command to insert, but not insert to visual. To get to visual, you must go back to command mode. Next, we'll look at some Nano commands. There's only one mode in Nano, and all the commands are the control key and some letter. The up arrow or caret symbol stands for control, which we will see shortly. Let's go ahead and go into our CentOS 7 virtual machine and work with Vim, Nano, and the GUI editor, gedit. First, we'll open up a new terminal window by right-clicking the desktop and click Open in Terminal. Based on what account you're in will determine where you can save and what files you can open and edit. Root can do anything, while the other accounts will have limited access. To open Vim, just type Vim and then hit Enter. You will enter into command mode by default. First, I'm going to hit I, which puts me into insert mode. Now I'm going to type some text and then hit escape and type :WQ. If you try to use :WQ without a file name, it will give you an error message. So I'll try again, but this time typing :WQ file name. Now it will save the file as file name wherever I open Vim and quit the program. Now I'm going to open the text file using Vim file name. I'll go into insert mode and type some more text and hit escape and type :WQ, and this time it works because it already had a file name. Now I'll open the file one more time and hit I for insert, type another line and hit :Q. But I get an error because I've edited the text file. To ignore changes and exit, you have to type :Q!! Now let's open the same file in Nano by typing nano file name. Nano doesn't have an insert mode, so you can just start typing. To save the file, you type Control and X. It will ask if you want to save or not. If I hit Y, it will save it, and N, it won't. I can also decide not to exit by hitting Control and C. After you hit Y, it will prompt you for a file name. If you have one already, you can just hit Enter. If not, type one in and then hit Enter. Finally, if we look at our desktop, we see the file name, text file, on the desktop. So I'll just double click it and it will open in gedit, which is just a simple editor like Notepad in Windows. I'll add some text and then click Save button and then hit the X to the top right to close out the program. We'll be using text editors through the course to edit configuration and other files, so getting practice with it now is a great start. Remember, on the certification test, you can use any text editor you are most comfortable with. Nano and Vim will definitely be installed, and if you can get to a GUI, then you can use gedit. Thanks for watching.